now have a video presentation by Jody.
Got a boyfriend, and so I brought him over to meet Grandma, and before saying anything, I just said, "Oh, this is coincident," and she turns to him and says, "Are you Catholic?" Every Sunday when our kids growing up. And I guess in the last couple of years, a really special memory is seeing my own two kids, Ethan and Sienna, getting to know and love Grandma as well. And, sorry, I was thinking about Grandpa. Although Grandpa didn't get a chance to meet Ethan and Sienna and Luke and Misha, I know that he's watching over them and he loves them. And I just feel so grateful that they have Grandma in their life, because family is so important, and I don't want to cry. But I was thinking about Grandpa, and of course then I got a little bit teary. And anyways, just a short story. One day when we were coming home from visiting Grandma, my mom and Ethan and I were in the car, and she had this puzzled look on his face, and he said to me, "Two grandmas?" And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, two grandmas. This grandma and great grandma." And then he looks at me again and he says, "Grape grandma?" I said, "No, not the fruit." She's not a fruit. And a few minutes later, he's got this puzzled look on his face and he says, "Want to eat grapes?" So, anyways, it's just been really wonderful for Ethan and Sienna and Misha and Luke to get to know great grandma and love her as much as we do. Something else I wanted to say. Just thank you for being such a wonderful grandma, such a wonderful great grandma, and we love you.
All that up. Just a cry. Oh wow, lots of good memories. I'd have to say, continuing on the trend of every Sunday, probably one of the best things about coming over every Sunday was having Grandma's lemon tea. I still to this day have about, I say what, Lisa, 6 to 7 tablespoons of sugar in my tea. It's been fantastic. I just remember this one time, not too long ago, just sitting down with Grandma, having some nice lemon tea and reflecting on some of the great religious material I used to get in the mail. Catholic Digest, The Messenger, Lord Be With Us. All types of fantastic material. And Grandma, it really helped. I mean, it helped supplement a lot of the daily readings I have with the Bible. And I remember sitting there with Grandma saying, "Grandma, we should share the love. I mean, there's a lot of great people in our lives. Why don't we get Lisa and Kelly and Saho and Sophie and Jen, why don't we get them all signed up and registered for Catholic Digest and all of this other great material." So if they're not getting it right now, we should sit down together and just ensure that they get it. So, a lot of great things. So I just wanted to thank you for your memories.
So I'm Serena, and I guess I'm lucky number 7, and Tanya is gonna get the most out of me here. But I think if there's one thing about Grandma that I can describe her as, she's an incredibly strong person. I know most grandmas are kind of warm and fuzzy, but I always remember how Grandma used to refer to our grandpas. Oh, stupid fellow. I think a lot of my friends had the same, grandma, or I'm sure many of you, she gets this way of just smacking you on the back of the head and say, "Oh, stupid girl." But it's with huge love. Another time of her strength, I remember when Grandma was going to have her, I believe it was a quadruple bypass surgery at the age of 83, and I was away in Montreal in university, and I was so scared at the other end of the phone of how she was going to be, and I just remember hearing her voice. I talked to her before her surgery, and then just something in her voice, if it's her love for God or her love for her family, I knew she was going to be fine, and sure enough, here she is at age 90, so she's just got this incredible resolve. And I remember also, in Grandpa's last days, spending time with him, and I know Grandma would just go in there, on her own and quietly just sit beside him, and their love, it might not have been conventional, but just in those quiet times, it's just a beautiful spirit of Grandma. So I'll remember that.
So definitely a lot of good memories. I remember when we were all younger, it was a tough time. We all were trying to memorize this one prayer. I think it was called the Memorare. And so we were all probably around 10, I guess, going up each year in age. And it was tough. So, but within a couple of weeks, we were all able to memorize the prayer. And you'll want to know how Grandma was able to get us to do that.
Yeah, let's go.
She pulled out $20 each. Oh yeah, that's just one of a funny memory, but yeah.
Recite the prayer.
That was just the beginning. But yeah, thanks Grandma for all the good memories. We love you.
My fondest memory of Grandma was when she told me I was her favorite grandchild. I know the others don't want to believe that, but she did. My other memory actually happened recently. I think it was in the spring. I came home, went to visit Grandma, and she's like, "Oh, let's go for tea and stuff." So we went to the Blethering place. I was looking, I'm like, "Oh, Grandma, your earrings are really beautiful." And she, the giving person that she is, took them off and gave me her earrings. So Grandma, I like your earrings tonight. Thank you for everything, Grandma. We love you.
I get nervous up here. My name is Myron. I'm the youngest grandchild, the only single guy left in the family. So if you know any ladies, send them my way. Nice memory. One day, Grandma came up to me and said, "You're the only one left in the family, so you should become a priest." Everyone else is still single. She gave me a trip to Toronto, and it was fun. I met the Pope and all that. I appreciate that. It was a fun time, but I really don't see myself becoming a priest. Thanks for everything, and I love you.
Now the in-laws.
I have so much to say, I don't know where to begin. But anyway, being married into the Pires family brings back lots of memories, and also got me used to celebrating life, having parties, and all the rest. So I hope all of you here are having a great time, because the Pires family loves having a good time. I hope you'll all look at your invitation very carefully and paid attention to all the instructions in the invitation. I hope you all brought your mattresses and pillows and bed sheets and all the rest, because we are going to spend 90 hours to celebrate Mommy's birthday. Anyway, we belong to a clan. I've been introduced to a clan with the Pirises, the Sequeras, and the Pereiras. But believe me, we belong to the good clan, okay? We have nothing to do with the Ku Klux Klan, nor with Warren Jeffs. Although the Warren Jeffs one does seem appealing, having 50 women run around you like a merry-go-round. Anyway, no, we belong to the Pires and religious clan, and we are direct descendants of Adam and Eve. As you can see, there was a lot of propagation. Anyway, going back to memories, as narrated to me by Veena, Mom, made sure from a young age, they got to know God and Jesus. And she figured the best way for the children to learn about Jesus was through nature. She made sure that the children grew up with pigs and cows and buffaloes and chickens and all the rest. Yeah, they lived on a prairie in India called Delhi. It was quite a province actually. Anyway, I understand that Mom was trying to get Veena, learn about Jesus at a very young age. And she, as I said, she wanted them to get to know God through nature. And so she would take Veena into the yard where all the chickens and all were. And Mom apparently had a way with educating her children. She wanted them to have, multi-dimensions, learn to play the piano, music lessons, all the rest. And apparently, one of the things she got Veena into was magic lessons. So, I hope this is true. Is this a true story? Well, anyway, she wanted to see Veena perform some magic. And when they went in the yard, there was a chicken over there. And Veena wanted to prove to her mom all that she learned about magic. And apparently, Veena put her hand behind the chicken, and the chicken actually laid an egg in her hand. And how many of you have had a chicken lay an egg in their hand? So anyway, but Mom was not so interested in about the egg in her hand. Mom wanted her to know about God and all that. So Mom said, who created the stars and the moon and the sun? And Veena said, Jesus. Oh, Mom said, very good, Veena, fantastic. And she said, who came first? She thought, boy, Veena knows all the answers to all the questions. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? So Mom tried to trick Veena. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? And Veena said to Mom, don't ask crazy questions, silly questions. Of course, you saw me holding that egg in my hand. Before the egg came, there was poo in my hand. So first came the poo, then the egg. Forget about the chicken. Okay.
Anybody else? Auntie from California.
Well, there's one to come from Quezon City and to uphold the reputation of this table.
You hear me? Those in the seats in the back, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I'm Evangeline Williams, the one and only favorite sister of Remy Delara, who's to be Ben's mother-in-law. I first met Maggie and Eddie way back in Quezon City. My family and I just came back from Europe, and this was the engagement party of Lila and Ben. And I was just impressed by Maggie and his family. And then there came the wedding, beautiful wedding. And the main sponsor was General Carlos Romulo. His work was, he was one time the head of the United Nations, and he was the main sponsor of the couple. And throughout the years, I've followed them with much interest, especially Ben and Lila's family. So in a way, I'm a part of the extended family. And every time I come to California, to Victoria, I always look for Maggie. Because Maggie has impressed me. She's an inspiration and a fantastic role model. I admire her for the way she carries herself. She's so cool. I've never seen her excited, with his representative as Filipinos, We can't talk without using our hands, but Maggie is always cool as a comfort. So I always
always look for Maggie, and every year she looks better. So I always ask her, what her secret is, but she's never divulged it. I think it's her faith. That, and especially when she's grown up with children, and I'm sure all her descendants will follow, the principles and the lessons that she taught. Maggie, you enriched my life, and I really feel like I belong to the family. Thank you.
Any other in-laws, outlaws, friends, relatives who want to say something?
My family has been coming out here to celebrate with this family for so many years. And well, stole the Sunday lunches right at the very beginning, but I think for me, because so much of our immediate family was so far away. My mom's sisters live in other parts of the world, and my mom's parents were in India. So coming up here to Victoria to celebrate with this family and go to the Sunday lunches was just so important to me because it was my connection, my regular connection to my family and to our culture and our heritage. And I really want to thank Auntie Maggie for really making that possible, because I know that she was what was behind it all and bringing everybody together. And that has made me, is a big part of who I am today. And it's funny because I tell people at home I'm going up to Canada again, and they're like, what cousins, how are you related? And it's like, well, it's kind of a long story. But I really feel so close to all of you, and I really appreciate the fact that even though I'm not a direct grandchild, I've never made it feel like I'm not really part of this family, that I feel like I'm sort of an honorary grandchild of this family. And it really means a lot to me, and it's just such a powerful message. And I've learned a lot about the power of family and the power of watching out for one another. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much to all of you.
God, our Father, we bless you and thank you for this particular day, for the joys that we have shared, many memories that we have treasured. Bless the food that we are about to eat and share, and bless all who have been the ones to contribute towards this meal. We ask this to Christ our Lord. Amen.
Bless our food. Come near, Lord, and sit with us. May our hearts glow in peace. Come with your love and surround us. Friendship and love may they bloom and grow. Bloom and grow forever. Bless our friends, bless our food, bless all people forever.
Thank you.
Should we put a sign that says spicy?
This one is.
This one is, right?
Here. Mom, can you put this side? This like slides. That's it.
Here's a bill. Are you getting the other cranberry sauce? Where are you going? Okay. Great. Just going on with the wine, I guess.
Hello, how are you? My daughter's Unedited. Would anyone like it? So just like now.
Husband of my first cousin Celine to raise the toast. Okay.
Maggie, Maggie, can you hear me?
Susan Pires. Some of us call you Mom. Some of us call you Grandma. Some of us call you Great Grandma. And some of us just call you Maggie. And a few of us call you Maggie. This lady doesn't like the spotlight. But my job is to embarrass her briefly. And she is a great grandma. And she is a great mom. And she is a great auntie. And her greatness is a quiet, graceful, beautiful sort of greatness. And she's great because she provides an environment for other people to thrive. And I suspect, in fact, I'm pretty sure I know, that her greatest happiness today is the happiness that she feels when she sees the rest of us here having the great time that we're all having. You know, in life we all have heroes, we all have role models, and these people, they provide a mirror for our own deepest desires. They provide examples to inspire us, to give us hope and to give us direction. And really, we all provide such examples for each other. And 90 years have given this lady a time to make a difference in lots and lots of lives. And some of the greatest examples and lessons we can learn are the intangibles, because they get applied in very tangible sorts of ways. And when I think of Auntie Maggie, one of the first intangibles that comes to mind is devotion. First of all, there's devotion to the church. When she and Uncle Eddie moved to Victoria, I remember that the first primary concern about where to buy a house was it had to be within walking distance of a church. Devotion to the family.
whether she was sewing clothes for the children in Delhi or whether she was establishing the Sunday lunch institution here in Victoria, the devotion to the family has always been clear. And she combines them, of course. They aren't separate. My wife Celine grew up on another continent, and she didn't know the Pires family until later in life. But she heard stories. You know, there were stories about these kids. They're so holy they even pray in the car. Which ones? So I can imagine that, you know, with what was it? The five wild ones? I can imagine that saying the rosary in the car was probably a very effective method of channeling all that young, rambunctious energy into the right direction. And I said that these intangibles make a difference in tangible sorts of ways. This year, this summer, my wife and I were traveling in Europe with Selma, and we were visiting Ireland, and Lisa joined us. And guess what we did in the car as we were driving around Ireland? But not the first day. The first day we blew out 2 tires when we hit the curb. But after that, so I was the token heathen, and I was driving and in that car, and I insisted. So. And the devotion that extends beyond the church and the family to the community, her work with St. Vincent de Paul, her work crocheting and crafts for church bazaars. The outreach to the community is really clear, and the outreach beyond the community to all the rest of the world. And another intangible, the hospitality. If you want any evidence of the outreach there, just look around you at everybody that's here today. If this isn't a good example of a good cross-section of the world come together, then I don't know where we turn to find it. Celine and I are so grateful to you for that first time that we met you when we came to Lebanon. We had not met the family before. We were young newlyweds on our way back to Africa to visit Celine's folks. And we were strangers in Lebanon. And Auntie Maggie and Uncle Eddie just showed us the time of our lives. And it was Auntie Maggie in the background as usual, preparing marvelous meals and making us feel just thoroughly at home. And that's going to be a treasured memory for Celine and I for all of our lives. So for these intangibles and tangible results, we're very grateful. And so, Auntie Maggie, from all of us here, thank you for the times we've shared. Thank you for the difference that you make. Thank you for being you. To Maggie, happy birthday, and many, many happy returns of birthday. Happy birthday.
Okay, before we have dessert, we're going to try and oh, this is something else. I think to get ready for the dessert, have some room and commando dancing. Women to the left.
Pardon me?
Yeah, we'll make a place. over here.
Okay, everybody, before we have dessert, we'll have the cutting of the cake. If I can ask the mom to...
And where is Oceana? Doesn't have hair. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at that belly button. 1, 2, 3.
Misha! Misha!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you.
Closer, priest.
Misha, happy birthday to you.
Okay, what about Luca? Come on. Should I do that? That was me. What about Sian? Oh, Misha, blow it. No. He's mad because it won't go through the glass. Well done, Krishna. Yeah? Happy to you. I want to take a picture of the two. Okay, go. I will make picture of Serena.
Stand with that.
Ethan, look here. But we can get them to look here. Make a sound. Misha, here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I know. That's okay. They're all oh my God. I didn't see your scarf. That was hard to do.
I better remember that. Where did you get that?
Main Street.
Oh, Main Street.
Oh, this is not the one.
Not that one.
No, the other one was always. More. Look at this. You can do the dance. Mando.
This one is ready, the dessert table is there, and you can take the cake also.
Okay, if you want to have fun tonight, say, oh yeah. Yeah, that's nothing. If you want to have fun tonight, say, oh yeah, put your hands up.
A couple people didn't put their hands up. They can leave right now. Okay? Well, if we want to have fun tonight, I can't do a show without participants. So, my name is Dwayne Sequeira, those of you that don't know me yet. And I'm going to be putting some of you guys physical and mental relaxation. Those of you that don't know, you enter this state twice a day before you go to bed, or just before you fall asleep, and when you get up in the morning. And during this state, your mind is perfectly set up because you're completely relaxed for any suggestions. A couple benefits of hypnosis. 30 minutes of hypnotic sleep is equivalent to about 6 to 8 hours of regular nighttime sleep. So those of you guys that are a little tired now, putting this wonderful get-together together, would be a perfect time for you to recoup some of that sleep. The people that come forward are going to have the most fun in the room tonight. They have it's an amazing experience, and also, they're also the same people that also have the same amount of fun and adventure in their lives. Because in order to get what you want in the real world, and in order to you got to do things that you haven't done before. Like getting on stage, facing your fears, some of you, and following through on it. Also, if you come up on stage, I will give you some extra suggestions. Private suggestions for yourself. Overcoming fears, giving up smoking, overeating, love life. I don't want you to give up your love life, a little extra love life. There's two things you need to be able to do to be a great subject. You guys, one is you need to be able to relax, and the other one is you need to be able to concentrate. If you can relax and concentrate, you'll have a great time up here. Okay, so everybody, okay? Now with your other hand, put your left hand up, and with your other hand, grab your right wrist like this. That's good. Your left hand, your other left wrist. That's good. Okay, everyone got that? Now, if you're not sure which hand it is, look at your neighbor.
My left hand, light.
Okay, grab your left hand right with your right hand on the wrist. Okay? Alright, just grab a hand. We got a tired crowd here. Okay, so now you got your hand. Release all the tension in this hand like this. And like really loose, like completely let it go and relax it. Loose and shake it back and forward, back and forward. The more you shake it, lift and loose as if it was made from a handful of loose rubber band. That's fine. Now while you're doing this is the concentration part, get your feet moving up and down. Okay? Now some people, while they come up here, are a little afraid that they're going to be embarrassed up on stage. You don't feel stupid what you're doing right now. You're going to feel fine up here. Okay, joke's over. You can put your hands down. Breathe out. Breathe in, relaxation. Breathe out all your anxieties. Put your feet flat on the floor. And put your hands on your laps. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. Breathe in. Relax. Breathe in, peace and tranquility. Breathe out all your anxiety. Breathe in. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. First of all, breathe in, look at me, and do not look away. That's fine. Please put your hands on. Anybody can be hypnotized. Hypnosis is just a learning process. We all have the ability to learn. We can all be hypnotized. All you have to do is relax and let it happen. It's fine. You're doing perfectly. You're a little worried if you don't get hypnotized. You just gotta relax and let it happen. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. folks here at Clare Villa asked me to remind you that this is a voluntary show. And that when you come forward voluntarily, just do not look away. Focus on it. Yeah, don't look away. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you come forward voluntarily, if you are pregnant, on drugs, or have any injury that might be aggravated by flopping around the floor with a group of strangers, now's the time to go back. Or if you're simply freaked out or change your mind, this is the time. By being here now, you acknowledge your complete and sole responsibility for your emotional, mental, physical well-being. Now I'll take good care of you. Just relax and trust it. Breathe in and breathe out. What is hypnosis? Hypnosis is just basically when one person says something, another person believes it to be true, and acts upon it. When you learn how to do this, it gives you more power. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in relaxation, and breathe out all your tension. Breathe in, breathe out all your tension and anxiety. Close your eyes now. Focus on the sound of my voice. Your conscious mind is the mind. You have two minds. Your conscious mind is the mind that is your critical factor. It's the part that's listening to me right now. It makes judgments on what is or what isn't, and also what you can or cannot be. Your subconscious mind, however, it's merely a computer. It does not have the ability to make judgment. And whatever gets into your subconscious mind, it believes to be true. Close your eyes, relax, breathe in, and breathe out. Feel the muscles in your body relaxing and loosening. That's fine, you're doing perfectly. Allow yourselves to slide in a little closer to each other. Take a step closer into the person beside you, to the back. That's fine, you're doing perfectly. During hypnosis, basically all you do is you just learn to set aside your conscious critical factor and allow me to speak directly to your subconscious mind. You're safe, I'll take care of you. Keep your eyes closed. Those of you in the audience, please remain quiet during this process. The people up on stage need to concentrate, just as you would want to have to concentrate when you're up here. Just relax and breathe in. Oh, one more note. After the subjects enter trance, then the more you clap, the more loud noises you make, the more yelling you do, cheering, that will only make them respond better and better. Remember, those of you on stage, this is your show. You are the stars of the show. Also, each and every time, subjects out in the audience will also enter trance. If you're sitting beside somebody that starts to fall asleep, do them a favor and support them. Give them a safe place to land. That's fine. Breathe in and breathe out. It's fine. You're doing perfectly. Breathe in and breathe out. Open your eyes now and look at me. Breathe in and breathe out. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. As I do, your eyelids will become heavy and closed. You can resist if you want to. That is not why you're here. Breathe in, breathe out. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1, and you'll simply let your eyelids close. After your eyelids close, your muscles in your neck will relax and get loose and limp, as if they were made from a handful of loose rubber bands. That's fine. Now, breathe in deeply and breathe out. Sink deeper. As I count down from 10 to 1, your eyelids will close, your neck will relax, your head and your chin will drop down onto your chest. That's fine, you're doing perfectly. On the next number, after that, your eyelids will close, your neck will drop down to your chest, your chin will touch your chest. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes down tightly and keep them closed until I tell you to do so otherwise. Remain on stage unless I tell you to do otherwise. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. That's fine, you're doing perfectly. On the number 10, your eyelids are closed down tightly, relaxing deeper and deeper. On the number 9, each and every easy breath allows your neck muscles to limp and loosen. To limp and loosen, as if you were made from a handful of loose rubber bands. On the next number 8, it drops down. Your chin now drops down to your chest. That's fine. Allow your chin to simply drop down to your chest. That's fine. You're concentrating perfectly. On the next number 6, allow yourself to rest up against the person beside you if needed. They're safe and they will support you. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. That's fine. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. 7, 6. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. See yourself in your mind's eye on a small flight of stairs. At the bottom of those stairs lies a comfortable bed with a nice, soft, relaxing pillow. As you go down those stairs, your relaxation will double with each and every step. And when we get down to the bottom, you'll find yourself in a nice, comfortable position. That's fine. You're concentrating perfectly. You will relax upon that pillow. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. Number 5. If I touch you, it only serves to relax you deeper and deeper. That's fine. Relax deeper and deeper. 5, 4. Relax deeper and deeper. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. 5, 4. Relax. Let those muscles, the tension in your muscles, let go. 5, 4. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. 5, 4. You are concentrating perfectly. 5, 4, 3. As I touch you, allow yourself to relax and concentrate perfectly. Let your arms drop by your side. Lean up against the person beside you. That's fine. You're concentrating perfectly. 4, 3. On the next number, 3, 2. Sink deeper and deeper. Take a deep breath in. Relax deeper and deeper. 3, 2. On the next number, 1, find yourself a nice, comfortable position and relax deeper and deeper and deeper. Number 1, way down. That's fine. You've concentrated perfectly. Breathe in deeply and breathe out and concentrate. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. As I count from 1 to 3, you will relax deeper and deeper. 1, 2, 3, way down. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. That's fine, you're doing perfectly. Relax those muscles, that's fine. Relax, that's fine. Just loose, limp and loose. You're relaxing, you're concentrating perfectly. You are concentrating perfectly. In a moment, I'm going to tell you to concentrate on a hand. I'm going to tell you to concentrate on a hand that is free and unencumbered. As I touch your hand, that hand begins to go lighter and lighter, as if there was a bouquet of helium balloons tied to that hand. In fact, the more you concentrate, that hand will become lifting and rising and lifting. The more you concentrate, the lighter and lighter your hand becomes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And concentrate on your calm and easy breathing now. Concentrate on your calm and easy breathing. You have a peaceful sensation going up through your body. Concentrate on the material beneath your fingertips, between your fingertips, and one of your fingers will now move slightly. It might be your index finger, it might be your thumb, or your ring finger, but one of your fingers will now move slightly. The more you concentrate, the lighter and lighter that hand becomes. Lighter and lighter, as if you were made from as if it was tied to a handful of bouquet of helium balloons. Lighter and lighter. In fact, the more you concentrate, the lighter and lighter that hand gets. Lifting and rising, rising and lifting. That's fine, you're concentrating perfectly. In a moment I'm going to touch your hand, and that hand will, and the moment I touch your hand, it will feel as if there were additional helium balloons tied to that hand, and that hand will become lifting and rising, rising and lifting, lifting and rising, rising and lifting. That's fine, you're concentrating perfectly. Lifting and rising, you're concentrating perfectly. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. The more you concentrate, the lighter and lighter that hand becomes. Lifting and rising, rising and lifting. The more you concentrate. In a moment, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. As I count from 3 to 1, as I say at number 3, those helium balloons will expand to 10 times their original size. Number 3, boom! Lifting and rising, rising and lifting. That's fine, you're concentrating perfectly. 3, 2. In a moment, on the next number, your hand is going to, it'll feel as if there were additional balloons. It'll expand to 10,000 times their original size. 3, 2, boom! Lifting and rising, rising and lifting. That's fine, you're concentrating perfectly. In a moment, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. When I count to the number 1, those balloons will expand to 1 million times their size. 3, 2, 1. Lifting and rising, rising and lifting. That's fine, you're concentrating perfectly. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out. That's fine, you're doing perfectly. Breathe in, lifting and rising. The more you concentrate, the lighter and lighter your hand becomes. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. The moment I count from 1 to 3, you will open your eyes, you will freeze in that position, and you will see how well you've concentrated. All this applause is for you. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, freeze, freeze. And see how well you've concentrated. All this applause is for you. That's fine. Doing perfectly. Okay. Breathe in. Okay. I'm going to ask Carlo, you to stand up. Okay, and Uncle Ben, I'm going to get you to come and sit down here. Okay. Just stand over to the side, Uncle Ben. Come over here. It's very difficult, Uncle Ben, to concentrate while standing. It's very good. I'm going to ask you to, you can go back and sit down. Thank you. It's not a reflection on you. Carl, you can sit down. You can move over one. Sorry, Daniel.
Sorry.
All right. Everybody give these people a hand for coming up on stage.